Let's take a minute and talk about traditional inside the waistband carry. And it may feel weird to refer to that as traditional, but for the longest time, this was the primary method that people used to conceal firearms until appendix carry was rediscovered and people started playing around with their inside the waistband carry positions. As you can see, we've got two different guns here. We've got a leather holster and we have a Kydex holster, both of which are set up with a certain amount of cant. And what that cant is it orients the muzzle backwards and presents the grip forward, making it easier to access these guns when they're in the holster. And the reason you need that is because your traditional inside the waistband carry position is going to be a little bit behind your hip, tucking the gun in here with the body of the gun down your pants, and then either the belt loops like we have on this holster or the clip over your belt, retaining the holster and gun on your belt. That cant means that when you're reaching back behind you to get access to the gun, you'll actually be able to get your hand on the gun and pull it out of the holster before you rotate it and bring the gun level to the target. If you tried to use a vertical holster in that traditional inside the waistband carry position, it would be a much more difficult draw, especially if you have any sort of shoulder issue or something like that. Which does bring me to one of the disadvantages of traditional inside the waistband carry is it is harder to get at the gun if you have had any sort of issues with your shoulders or any sort of upper mobility issues, really. Because you're reaching back and behind you, it is a less natural motion than reaching straight down in front of you like you would for an appendix carry gun or reaching down to the side of your body like you would for an IWB holster, for example. Now, in the traditional IWB world, we obviously have our Kydex offerings, like this CompTac holster, which is set up for the Taurus GX4 or XL with the Streamlight TLR6. This is a specific model that specifically indexes off this weapon-mounted light laser combo, so you can have some additional light and aiming references out there. And then, of course, we have our traditional classic option here. This is for the Taurus 92. This holds a 5-inch railed pistol, but because it is a traditional leather holster, you're not going to be able to add any accessories to the pistol like lights or something like that. Regardless of what you end up selecting, traditional IWB is still a viable method for concealed carry. You can use it with an untucked shirt like a t-shirt or a polo shirt. You can use it with an over concealment garment like a vest or a jacket or a Hawaiian shirt. It is definitely something that lots of people still use. It's definitely a good option for you if you find that traditional inside the waistband is what meets your day-to-day needs for carrying a gun.